Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Sandeep Harpalani, Vice President of Product Management for Connected Home Products at Netgear. Thanks for joining us, Sandeep.
Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
Here at the Consumer Electronics Show, you're talking about some of the latest in networking gear for our homes to, I guess, keep us connected. What's new?
A lot of things, but I think some of the biggest things that we are introducing or talking about is Wi-Fi 6, which is the new name for Wi-Fi 802.11ax technology. 11ax or Wi-Fi 6, and I'll now refer it to as Wi-Fi 6, is the next generation of Wi-Fi after 802.11ac. The biggest difference or the biggest problem that Wi-Fi 6 solves is basically of capacity. Typical homes, the number of devices are increasing.
Fast.
Very fast, and especially if you look at any of these IoT devices and so on, it's not surprising if you would find a typical home having 20 to 25 or more number of devices within the home. And what it does is, it basically, as you add more and more devices, the performance goes down. So Wi-Fi 6 is basically solving that problem of capacity by making sure that you can provide the best performance with these multiple devices. It brings certain specific capabilities in terms of talking to multiple devices at the same time to improve the efficiency and making sure that you can combine some IoT devices, which are typically a lot of not very high bandwidth requirements like video, but still are constantly talking to the main router or to the internet. So combining all these multiple different types of traffic and making sure that you're using the bandwidth in the most efficient manner to get the best performance. So really, Wi-Fi 6 is solving this fundamental issue, which as more devices, how to make sure that you get the best performance as you have more and more devices within the home.
So, are your routers arriving on the market soon?
Yes, we have introduced our first Wi-Fi 6 router, which is the Nighthawk AX8, which has 8 streams and is actually shipping today. And we have also announced another router, the Wi-Fi AX12, Nighthawk AX12, which will be shipping in Q2.
And you've also had a popular line on the market that you call Orbi. What's new in that line?
Thank you for bringing that up. So Orbi is basically our mesh solution. Mesh basically means you have more than one. So you have a router and you have a satellite. So we are also announcing a Wi-Fi 6 based Orbi mesh solution. And this solution will be available in the second half of 2019. And we are actually demonstrating or showing this product for the first time during CES. So this will bring the latest in terms of the capability of Wi-Fi 6 into the mesh. The biggest benefit of this mesh solution is really providing a gigabit performance throughout the home. So it will be the fastest mesh solution out there, and will be able, if you're getting a gigabit internet speed, it will ensure that you're actually getting a similar performance throughout your home.
Really, really terrific stuff, and the Orbi line has done very well for Netgear. And in terms of the numbers of devices that we have in our homes that are connected to it, are there limits as to what you can handle?
I think there are, I haven't seen really, unless you put it into a small and medium enterprise kind of activity and so on, but I have seen homes. In my personal home, I have more than 100 devices connected. Not all of them are working at the same time, but I don't see any issues in terms of limitations, but I'm sure there is once you start using them to the whole capacity.
So not all of them are streaming
Right.
4K video at the same time,
Exactly.
and et
Yeah.
cetera,
So if
et
you
cetera.
do stress testing, I'm sure you will find a failure point, but I don't think there's a number in the mind that I can say, hey, this is the maximum number that you can hit.
And much of that would have to do with the amount of bandwidth you have coming into the home from your provider as well.
It depends on a lot of things in terms of what is the internet bandwidth you're receiving, what is the typical use case. Yes, it's normal that while I'm watching TV, my son is playing games in the other room and my wife is doing some shopping, and a typical home scenario where you have a few use cases where people are using the video. At the same time, you have a multiple IoT devices, you might be having a Sonos, so you might be having a Arlo camera, and all those things are working simultaneously. I think any of the Orbi routers who are Wi-Fi systems are very capable in terms of handling typical connected home for the user.
So with Wi-Fi 6, are consumers going to notice a difference in their homes and performance?
With the current 802.11 AC devices, you should see some improvement, but really the true benefit will come once you actually start seeing Wi-Fi devices coming in, which we're expecting to see some announcements during Mobile World Congress and maybe more devices coming in before the end of 2019. But again, if you're looking at buying a new router at this point in time, you want to make sure that whatever router that you buy is something that doesn't get obsolete before the next phone that you buy, after the next phone that you buy. So always recommend that you want to do certain level of future proofing with the next Wi-Fi router. If you're in the market, I would recommend you look at a Wi-Fi 6 based router to make sure that you're getting the best performance and having a certain life for that particular router.
And I guess the place to go would be netgear.com to find more info.
Absolutely. We have been leading the market in terms of providing the best and the latest technology, and it's always our effort in terms of making sure that we are providing you a great solution that will give you the best performance. And we have the whole portfolio from our Wi-Fi routers, RB, our range extenders, or even cable gateway and cable routers. So if you want to have an integrated solution, take the cable modem and the Wi-Fi router in a single platform. We all have a complete portfolio here.
Sandeep Harpalani, thank you for taking the time with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C-Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C-Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C-Crane.